Ron.
Right,
Honestly.
also, Voldemort died, like, never knowing that Harry was the actual Master of the Elder Wand. Which is even... He also died never knowing that fucking Harry was a Horcrux. Voldemort, like, was disrespected the
Oh.
right
Hi,
amount for his
How are you?
death.
Fine.
Voldemort got such
I was gonna say,
fine
what, are you
fucking
sleeping yet?
karma for his
Yeah,
death, and I
it's
love
my
it.
friend Ron Weasley.
In the book 7, the wand lands in Harry's hand after Voldemort did the dumb bitch move, yeah. But he returns one at the very end to the body of Dumbledore. No, he destroys it. Doesn't he? Does he not? In the book, does he return to his body? Really? He doesn't destroy it like at the end of the movie. Hold on. I need to hang on. I need to look this up. Hang on. With Voldemort defeated, Harry, now the True Master, he used it to repair his damage, which he said was happy with. After repair, he told Dumbledore's portrait that he would play. Oh, he does too! After the repair, Harry told Dumbledore's portrait that he would place the old one back in Dumbledore's tomb. When Harry died a natural death, the wand's power would have broken. Really? No, that is really dumb. That is incredibly dumb. Because all someone has to do is it doesn't matter if Harry has the Elder Wand. If someone disarms, that's really dumb. If someone disarms Harry, they become the Master of the Elder Wand. And it doesn't even matter if Harry has the Elder Wand.
Thanks for helping.
Thank you for telling me about that. I would never have, like, bothered looking up the fucking Elder Wand and all that just then, like I did, if I hadn't have been told that Harry puts the fucking wand back in his tomb. That's so dumb. It doesn't ultimately matter at that point. Who was that? Dark Lord Voldemort! Hey bro, we were just talking shit about you. By the way, you suck at killing an 11-year-old. XD. Voldemort, your daughter sucks, by the way. You might want to, like, spank her as a child, you know, teach her some corporal punishment. I don't know. Knock it in her head that she's not an egomaniac or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe you love her occasionally. Give her a bath. Let's not listen to that.
How did it go? Oh,
Let's go. I do not care. If it involves Cho Chang, I do not care. You don't take my name, I'll come to haunt you. Mate, you couldn't kill an 11-year-old. I ain't afraid of shit. And I mean, can you even haunt me? Aren't you in limbo right now or something? Like, as a fetus baby? Careful not to rebound yourself a third time. Hey, be careful, you might kill yourself again. Oh, by the way, I want to just throw out there, like, as a whole, the movie series is not fantastically great, but like it's enjoyable. But one of my favorite moments is when Voldemort kills Harry in the forest, because like the way he screams Avada Kedavra is just like
Flaming earwigs.
like with pure fucking, just you know. Just screams it. It's like like he's just coming at the same time as he's saying that curse. It's just so. I don't know. There's just something about it. Why was Voldemort allowed to play as bench for the NBA? He can get a couple rebounds. I'm working on the Resurrection Stone. Want to break its mechanics around rolling shit cannon. Yeah, the Resurrection Stone rules just suck.
Can you let me know when you find them all?
Like,
That'd be cool.
Resurrection Stone doesn't bring back
We'll need
people
to keep our
properly,
eyes and
only
ears
brings
open.
back,
There are
like, their
gargoyles all
souls as
over Hogwarts,
reflections,
but only some of
basically.
them can talk.
Whoever you bring back is constantly in pain while they're in the mortal realm. You can only bring back people you truly loved, like, and constant use of it will drive you insane. Especially when you have the Elder Wand, which is the single most powerful wand in all of existence, and the Cloak of Invisibility, which is just straight up, you can't die if you're under it. Yeah, that's the only time I thought I killed the Chosen One. yeah, I remember that. When I screamed at the top of my lungs in that forest, and then I had Narcissa Malfoy wander over, and she was there for like 8 minutes checking his pulse. just standing there for like 10 minutes, just like, is he dead? And then Voldemort was like, well? And she's like, yeah, dead. And he just believed it. Took you 10 minutes to check a pulse. Oh, hang on, no, the follow-up to me saying, like, one of my favorite moments is, the Avada Kedavra. Another one of my favorite moments is right after it. Right after Harry comes back from the limbo. When, Voldemort's trying to stand up, and fucking Bellatrix is like leaning over him, just like, are you okay? Are you okay? And Tom just dead ass is like, I don't need your fucking help, and just shoves her out of the way. That is like, Tom for a split second was an alpha male, and then immediately went back to being Lord Voldemort, which is just a complete virgin. Can I reducto it? No, that'd be funny. I'd like to shit on movie 6 for a second. Go ahead. I love the Half-Blood Prince movie, but I agree it's got some problems. All the movies have problems. Philosopher's Stone is actually like a really fucking well-made movie. I can't lie. Half-Blood Prince is like, I like Half-Blood Prince's movie because like it's depressing the entire way through. There's never like a positive moment the entire movie. I don't know why I love that, but I just do. Sometimes I forget that Harry Potter is a series intended for children because a lot of dark shit happens in it very frequently. Like, Cedric dying, like, in book 4 was like, I believe the first time, like, a major death happened. What was I saying? Yeah, Philosopher's Stone is the best crafted movie. It's not the best movie, like, it's the best crafted movie. It's the most well made. Like, you can't, there's, like, not really a faulty scene in it. Or, like, and there are some leaps from the book. Like, there are moments that, like, in the book, for example, like, when Hagrid comes to get Harry in the lighthouse bit, they don't just leave immediately. Hagrid actually stays overnight, cooks some snags, you know. An owl comes along, and Harry's like, "What the fuck?" And Hagrid's like, "Oh, he wants money. He's a newspaper owl or something." And there's plenty of shit cut out from the Philosopher's Stone book, but like, with what it used and what information it was given, it was the best crafted movie. My favorite movie to enjoy is probably I can't enjoy Goblet of Fire because it's so different from the book. It's basically its own universe. Order of the Phoenix is a mess. Fantastic. I'm glad I wasted my time coming here. Anyway, what was I saying? Favorite movie. I don't actually like the Chamber of Secrets movie. It's just not really enjoyable to watch. There's only like a few exciting moments in it, and one of them's the climax. I think the fifth movie is the best made. Order of the Phoenix. To make the Order of the Phoenix movie work, they had to cut out like 80% of the information that the book dumps on you. The movie would be way too long if it incorporated all the information that Order of the Phoenix dumps on you. And I think with what it does, with what it has, Order of the Phoenix does a good enough job, kind of like Philosopher's Stone. But then there's Goblet of Fire, which just completely shits all over the books. Jump Harry, prove the prophecy is bullshit. Jump Harry! Do it! End the prophecy! So what do you think is the best movie? Oh yeah, I haven't answered that yet. So Philosopher's Stone is the best made. I don't personally enjoy Chamber of Secrets because it's not that exciting until like the climax, which I get is not the main juice of it, but magic, I need interesting thing. Prisoner of Azkaban's my favorite book, but the movie is just really underwhelming. Goblet of Fire is an abomination. Order of the Phoenix is a mess, but it's a very well crafted mess despite what it's dealing with. Half-Blood Prince is really fucking good in my opinion, the movie. I don't know how well it compares to the book because I haven't read the book recently. And Deathly Hallows movies are okay. Deathly Hallows Part 1 is really exposition-filled dumpy shit, but it has to be. It has to be. And then Deathly Hallows Part 2 is just all combat, and it's like, that's the good shit. I think my favorite movie is Half-Blood Prince. I can't lie. Half-Blood Prince movie is the worst one. Hey, Harry, watch this. Point to oneself about drops Harry Scott for life. You think Half-Blood Prince is the worst movie? I like Half-Blood Prince's movie because it's really depressing and sad. And that's really it. It's not well crafted. Not at all. Not well made at all. It's kind of shit in a lot of areas. I can't lie. But I personally enjoy it more than the other movies. Honestly, if I had to, like, label the, objectively best movie, Philosopher's Stone. You can't beat Philosopher's Stone. 3 is the worst for me, just from the changes. Yeah. I can't love the Prisoner of Azkaban movie. Prisoner of Azkaban book is my favorite book, but I can't love the movie. Stop telling me about your sex dungeon, Myrtle, please. I don't wanna. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, I was talking about, it's funny to forget sometimes that Harry Potter is intended for children, because, the death of Cedric Diggory was like the first big emotional hit that the books gave you as a kid. You didn't expect anyone to die, because up until then, no one really died. Like, Quirrell did, I guess, but like, Quirrell did it in like the standard kid show way of dying, where it's just like, big bad evil wizard man turn to ash, go bye-bye into soul, and it's like, not really a death, and not really an emotional one either. Chamber of Secrets, no one died. Prince of Azkaban, no one died. And then Goblet of Fire comes along, and Cedric's just fucking murdered. And it's like, oh wow, there's stakes. You know, there's stakes. We can lose shit, basically, is that realization. What was I saying before? Yeah, death. So, like, Cedric Diggory dying was, like, the first time that, like, 11-year-old, like, the book series for 11-year-olds made the kids reading the book realize it's like, wow, okay, your favorite characters can just die whenever they want, whenever they need to. And, Order of the Phoenix comes around, Sirius dies, and that's when, like, it really kicks you in the balls. It's like, oh, people you love are gonna die. And then from then onwards, it's, like, incredibly dark and, like, very paranoid-driven. What do you think about Harry breaking the Elder Wand and Grindelwald said Voldemort about it? And what do I think about Harry breaking the Elder Wand and Grindelwald said to it? So, Harry breaking the Elder Wand is actually more intelligent than keeping it whole. And Harry in the books should have absolutely fucking destroyed it, in my opinion. He should have just wrecked it then and there. And I don't remember what Grindelwald said to Voldemort. It's been a while since I've watched the movies. Grindelwald said Voldemort that the Elder's Wanders with Dumbledore, where in the books he didn't do that. Oh! Yeah, that doesn't really make sense with the context that the movies present us, really, doesn't it? Because why would Grindelwald, like... Because Grindelwald even says before Voldemort kills him, he's like, he basically admits, like, I have fully accepted that what I did was wrong, and I've reformed, basically. So why would he tell Voldemort about the Elder Wand location? Why would he disrespect his former lover? Like, why would he do that? It doesn't really make sense. They didn't care about Grindelwald character, they might never thought they would be fucking movie. Yeah, they, like, whoever made the movies didn't really consider Grindelwald's character, and I guarantee you, neither did fucking J.K. Rowling at the time of writing the original books, because, oh my god, is Crimes of Grindelwald a sin against humanity? Like, genuinely. When I was saying, like, oh, Philosopher's Stone is, like, the best movie, no, if we include all the movies, Fantastic Beasts is better than any of the main series movies, in my opinion. The first Fantastic Beasts movie is better than any of them. But then Crimes of Grindelwald happens, and that's worse than any of them. Cursed Child just changed the whole fucking story. Yeah, Cursed Child, like, threw the fucking box out. Like, the whole package. Cursed Child was just like, yeah, fuck this. And just chucked it in the volcano, basically. Fuck Cursed Child, man. It's such a shit show. Cursed Child just shits all over the fucking main canon. Like, I'm not going to sit here and criticize the entirety of Cursed Child, but I want to criticize one thing in particular. Like, that when Amos Diggory, this is the catalyst for the entirety of Cursed Child. When Amos Diggory learns, it's like, oh, Harry's got a time turner. His first instinct is, hey, Harry, can you break, like, all the time travel laws for me? Can I be incredibly stupid and selfish, please, and request that you save Cedric and just create, like, 50 alternate timelines while you do it? I want my boy. And Harry goes, no, that's dumb. And Amos is like, fuck you. And then the rest of the fucking Cursed Child happens. That's the dumbest part. The whole reason Cursed Child happens is so stupid. What's even crazier is, the child had to have been conceived sometime during Half-Blood Prince and before the start of Deathly Hallows. And in that time, somewhere, Bellatrix had to be pregnant. The middle of Half-Blood Prince to, like, the start-ish of Deathly Hallows. Which isn't really possible, because when you see her killing, when Dumbledore dies, I don't see no fucking baby bump on that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did Voldemort have time to find time to put his dick in there? Does Voldemort even have a dick? We don't even, like, first of all. Second of all, why would Voldemort have sex with someone? At all. Like, you could be like, he wouldn't want an heir, because in his mind, he's never going to die. He doesn't need an heir, because in his mind, he's never gonna need one. So it just keeps making less and less sense as you think about it. Maybe Voldemort... Oh, no, that's fucked up. I was gonna joke about it, but then I realized that it very well actually could have possibly happened, and that terrified me. I was gonna say maybe Voldemort was jacking off one day, and Bellatrix caught him, and she was like, "No, give me your spunk, master!" And like as he was coming, she like scoops it up with her hand and like shoves it in her pussy or something, and I'm just like, no, she could have absolutely done that. That could be the actual explanation, and I would 1000% believe it, and that's terrifying, and I hate it. Yeah, no, I'm traumatized now thinking about that. Just thinking about, like, Voldemort just enjoying himself, being alone, jacking off, and then suddenly, as he's coming, Bellatrix just, like, comes in from, like, out of nowhere, and she's like, just grabs it, just, I'm pregnant now, master, and then Voldemort's like, what the fuck?
What research? You just proved the fireworks are idiot-proof.
Oh,
We better go.
okay.
See you at the DA meeting. 7th floor, room of requirement. Cool.
You just proved the fireworks are idiot-proof. Feet off the table! That's one of my favorite lines, by the way. In all of Harry Potter. It comes from, like, my least favorite movie. Oh, well, in the main line. Goblet of Fire. The bit where it's like... I forgot what they say at first, but then they go, feet off the table! I like that. Let's just say when they wind in a ball to make the water... What the fuck? I don't want to imagine Voldemort, like, coiling his torso or something and then, like, milking himself. Also, that graphic... No, yeah, that bit where fucking... he fell over after Avada Kedavraing Harry, and then Bellatrix, like, rushes over to be like, are you okay? She, like, does a quick sneaky fuck. She, like, just quickly milks his balls. Whoever the actor was for Voldemort, by the way, did, like, a 10 out of 10 job. Every single time. He was perfect. Every single time. Love that man, whoever he is. Daniel Radcliffe did okay, but like, he played a very unique take on Harry, because book Harry is not completely different, but like very different from like how Daniel Radcliffe does it. Hermione's fucking character in the movies is a sin against the books, just a complete sin, and Ron is constantly the butt of the joke and like shown to be an idiot, when in the books it's like, no, he's like one of the most competent wizards of his age. Stop that rebound joke, that's brutal. Hey man, I'm not the one who killed himself twice, I'm just saying. Not once. No. Most normal people, if they do, can only manage the one time. You, sir, are a spectacular fuck up and managed it twice. You're an overachiever, my friend. You should be proud of that. I used the Ministry's level 9 Veil. Oh, the Veil. We still don't know what that does. I mean, we know it kills people if you get pushed through. That's another thing. In Order of the Phoenix, when Sirius died, he wasn't Avada Kedavra. He was just pushed into the Veil. In the movie, he got Avada Kedavra. I watched the movie. No, that's what I said. Yeah. No, in the movie, he got Avada Kedavra, and then he just falls into the Veil. In the books, Bellatrix just pushes him into the Veil with like a knockback thing. He just gets knocked into it and just like falls in, and he just dies from that. But yeah, in the movie, he was Avada Kedavra. Yeah. I don't know, psychology was serious in that scene. He got carried away from recalling the old days fighting alongside... Oh, yeah, because he was in Azkaban telling he misses him so... When Sirius called Harry James, my heart, man, oh, I was just like, oh... It's the last thing he says to him, too. Let me show you, instead of talking about it. So, hi, so over there is my wand collection, and this is, like, all the wands I own. And, I've got Sirius's wand. It's way over there, and it's my favorite wand. That's all I wanted to say. It's like, yeah, Sirius has an awesome wand, and I really dig it. Like when Harry said, I'm Dumbledore's man. Oh yeah, when he said like, yeah, Dumbledore he's never truly left as long as there are people loyal to him. Dumbledore cried and happy. He did. He teared up. He was just like, thank you so much for being so loyal to me, basically. Like, Harry Potter does so many things so well. Like this, I think it's like it was gay a little bit, like just a little bit. There are so many things. Like I call Harry Potter like an accident, like the same way I call Borderlands 2 an accident, because Borderlands 2 was an accident. They didn't know it was going to be like that well received. Similar with Harry Potter, because like Harry Potter had no right to be this good. With all the fucking wrongs, but like there's so little things it does so well. The meter wiggle. What?
What? We can
What?
take these off now.
Ow!
Why?
No need to shout.
Why? Those facial. Why can we take off the earmuffs? We get a fucking mandrake out. You want to die? I wish Dumbledore fell off that tower and fell deep in the earth. His course passing Gandalf for hitting a Balrog. His body becomes the density of like a neutron star and just collapses through the surface of the earth and ends up somehow Middle Earth. And Gandalf's there just like, what the fuck? This is my fight. Fuck you. Get out of here. Oh, there's only enough room for one grey-haired wizard in this world, motherfucker, and it's me.
5 moly
Oh well.
plants and some mandrake.
I don't know shit about Lord of the Rings. Like, Harry Potter's where my expertise lies. What do you think the coolest change they made in the movies? That's a good question. I'm just thinking. You know, okay, so Goblet of Fire as an adaptation is probably the worst one, because the book and the movie are basically so different they might as well be separate universes. But Goblet of Fire does really cool things, and it has a lot of really cool moments. And as a movie, it's incredibly enjoyable. I think, like, yeah, the highest compliment I can give that the movies change is that Goblet of Fire, while being a shit adaptation, is incredibly enjoyable nonetheless to watch. Voldemort Max needs some milk. No! I don't need snake milk, please. Please. The change they made in the last movie where they show everyone's perspective in the books is just a tree and nothing better. Oh, yeah! Like, okay, so, like, in the Deathly Hallows book, I'm pretty sure the entire battle for Hogwarts is just from Harry's perspective, because I remember reading the Deathly Hallows book, and at some point Harry is, at some point he's just running around, and then he runs into Hermione and Ron and Ron are just like, oh, by the way, we just opened the Chamber of Secrets and got this hangout. And, like, I found that funny, but in the movies it shows what everyone's doing. That, like, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is a great movie. If you just want, like, combat and shit, it's so fucking fun to watch, because the battle for Hogwarts is just absolutely legendary. And, like, I love the bits where it shows Neville actually being a badass. Like, because Neville deserves that respect, and he fucking got it. I love that so much. I fucking hate that the movies inaccurately portrayed the Avada Kedavra curse twice. The first time being with Sirius's death, because it's instant. But, like, when they kill Sirius, he's alive for like 5 seconds or something, and then just falls back into the. It's like, no, he should have just died. And then fucking Voldemort at the end of Deathly Hallows, it's like, oh, die. It's like, no, it's fucking instant death. What are you doing? The Ash thing seems like a god died. Yeah, it's a compliment. The Ash scene, like the bit where Voldemort dies and he turns to Ash, that's a compliment. Like, that's the movie, like, giving Voldemort a good death. He doesn't deserve a good death. I mean, Sirius kind of deserved it. He kind of deserved, like, the be hit, look at Harry last time, then fall over dead thing. But it's still an instant kill curse.
Bye.
It's instant. You just die. You don't get 5 seconds to breathe and say goodbye to your loved ones. You just fucking die. Imagine James and Lily in the hospital. Harry's about to be pushed out, and then as he does, he turns to Ash. And then Dumbledore just rushes in the hospital, and he's like, neither one can live while the other survives, motherfucker! And then he jumps out the window and kills himself. Cursed Child could tell me fucking anything, and I wouldn't pay it any fucking attention. Well, okay, you know what? There's one thing I remember from Cursed Child, that Scorpio and Albus fucked up. So, if Cedric was saved the day of the Triwizard Tournament, if Cedric hadn't died and he was actually saved by Harry, Cursed Child explains that if Cedric was saved, he would have become a fucking Death Eater because he was humiliated. So, yeah, fuck Cursed Child is all I'm saying. Trelawney's actually, like, I love her. Like, I hate that everyone hates Trelawney in lore. In the lore, everyone's like, oh, no, you're just crazy. You're just a dumb cunt, basically. And it's like, no, this woman is very, like, incredibly skilled and, like, actually intelligent. Please respect her. Like, don't hurt my Professor Trelawney. I love her. If you bare butt fart in Trelawney's face, I don't know if people in a like, if you fart in the face of someone having a seizure, do they stop having a seizure? Like, we fed Hagrid beans and sent him back in time. Worse than the killing curse. I mean, there are plenty of things worse than death. To be honest, the killing curse is painless and like instant. Death is bad, sure. Dying is bad, sure. But like, I would rather the killing curse than the Cruciatus curse. I would like, especially considering the Cruciatus curse basically forces you to experience like the maximum amount of pain you can before passing out, like, and then keeping you under that level the whole time, basically. Total system failure, basically, from Hagrid's mega farts. Oh, Avada Kedavra is total system failure. Nah, yes, but like Hagrid's mega farts too. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Voldemort's biggest fear is dying. He's such a coward that he's like, oh, no deaths, Horcrux, no dying, I don't like dying, no deaths, no death, me no like dying, no dying. He just can't accept the fact that people are humans and will die naturally. It's like, he's a coward, I hate him. With Hagrid, it's like Cruciatus with Kadavra. You live in Aki's, your skin melts, you have time to think if he ate a gnarly shawarma, then died.